Hey everyone, Josh here. I've been playing a lot of Destiny lately, and I'm kind of looking back on some of the things we saw over the last two expansions now that Taken King's here. Things that we're not actually playing anymore of. Sort of like, Crota's End and the other raids and stuff. And I was thinking about Prison of Elders. Now, when Prison of Elders was first pitched to us, we sort of thought it was going to be this sort of firefight mode similar to, well, firefight mode in Halo ODST, which Bungie developed a long time ago on the Xbox 360. And we were all super stoked. Oh, it's going to be all these random encounters, and we can go in and just have fun. It'll be the cool PvE experience that we're doing when we're not raiding. And then it didn't really turn out to be that way. In my mind, Prison of Elders was sort of a failure at what it tried to accomplish. In a way, yeah, it was a cool way to get loot and stuff, but it seemed like the better way to get loot was almost just playing Trials of Osiris and doing other things. It took forever to finish a lot of the Prison of Elders content. The farthest I ever got was 32, the level 32 level. I beat that one probably the first or second day that we had been playing House of Wolves with my clan, and we're all pretty good players, and we struggled. We had a hard time. And after that, I never went back. And then the day before the Year 1 Triumphs was going on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a run at Skolas. I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can do it. And you know what? We couldn't do it. We were level 34. We had really good gear. And we couldn't take down Skolas. And we got pretty far. And then we realized, this isn't worth it. It's not worth the effort. I really don't care. It's not like any of this is going to matter in the next 2 days because Taken King's coming out. So, we kind of went on our ways, and it's kind of sad because when I think about the idea of Prison of Elders, I think it's super awesome. I love the idea of this kind of place that I can go to with a bunch of friends, and it's these randomized encounters like, okay, this round, your shotguns do twice as much damage, and then everybody goes, oh, they switch to their shotguns, and then you have a blast and do stuff. And of course I want there to be challenging content. I'm not saying that Prison of Elders was too hard, it was pretty hard, but I'm not saying that it was too hard and that it should have been easier to kill Skolas. But from what I understand, people didn't have fun trying to kill Skolas, because at some point it was like the same thing every single time. It's not like when you queue up for a random strike or a nightfall every week and all of the different mechanics have changed, like they have arc burn and all these things, and light switch, to make it harder or easier for you to use specific weapons that maybe have a bunch of dust on them that are just sitting in your bank. It didn't end up being that way. It was just like, oh, for level 35, we're just going to run this, and we're going to do this, this, and this, and then we're going to hope to God that we get through this grindy, boring encounter. I think the most part is that Prison of Elders was just boring. Even when you were doing well in it, you didn't really feel like you were having that much fun. And then when you got to the chest at the end, it didn't really feel satisfying, especially if you hadn't been grinding for treasure keys. And even now that Petra gives you treasure keys for completing her random bounties, this is post 2.0, it still doesn't feel like there's a point. Like, I have a key sitting in my inventory, and I'm like, should I just go run like a 28 so I can open the chest? But even then, who cares? I don't need this gear. I'm at light level 290. Is this gear really going to be worth it? I don't really want that ship. I think the Prison of Elders ship looks stupid, so what's the point? It's just kind of, in a post-Taken King world, that content is totally obsolete, and it was never really that fun to begin with. I would love to actually see if Bungie would go back and tinker with it, or bump it up to our current light level but change a lot of things, maybe add more randomness. Like, similar to the way they've done certain strikes, so they've added in random elements like the Rasputin strike, I would love to see them go back and change Prison of Elders to be, basically totally different. I'd like them to go back and really tinker with it a lot. And do some things to really make it more meaningful, to make you actually feel like I came in here and I accomplished something. as opposed to I came in here and I bashed my head against the wall for 2 hours and didn't even finish, you know? Anyway, did you like Prison of Elders? Did you hate Prison of Elders? I know most of you didn't like Skolas. Well, let me know in the comments, and what do you think? Should they go back to Prison of Elders? Should they just do a whole new feature that tries to emulate what Firefight was? Or, I don't know. What do you think? Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Love you.